Chuckles have been around since 1921, but perhaps their biggest moment came in 1975 when they became the sponsor for Evel Knievel. On his most famous Snake River Canyon jump, Evel wore a Chuckles logo on the side of his helmet. The attempt was unsuccessful, but today we honor Evel by putting our own bodies on the line by filling them with handfuls of sugary snacks. It's showtime. You tried it! You Tried Dat. I'm Nick Novak with our pal Shane Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Geiger.
Yo.
What do you guys think of Evel Knievel? The days of show-stopping stunts.
I mean, I can't say I recall any of his actual, I've never watched him, but in theory, watching a dude try to jump the Grand Canyon on a motorcycle is kind of cool. I don't know.
You say, what do you think of him? And I'm like, well, 0 in the last 30 years. I probably thought of it a lot when I was 8 or whatever.
He and Gallagher have a lot in common of that whole, they shared the same era.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, but part of me is that's that kind of thing I guess you think it's cool when you're a kid, but do you really need to be doing dumb shit like that to prove your self-worth to everyone? I don't know. I guess I guess that's how you do it.
It's weird to watch a live thing and understand that there's a chance the person's gonna die. When you're watching clips of people on the internet, you watch weird Jackass or something I know that if the person died, that I wouldn't be seeing this right now, right? They would have cut something out. But there's something weird about watching a live stunt where you're there's there's a chance this guy just is not alive at the end of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess what's the closest? I guess the closest would be David Blaine, freezing himself in a block of ice for 2 weeks or something or whatever. I also found that completely uninteresting because that's not even a kinetic. You're just watching a guy do this.
And it's all just fake, right? I mean, it's a magic trick, right?
Right. I want to watch a guy actually fucking freeze to death, okay?
Watching David Copperfield make a jet appear, I'm that thing could fucking smash him. This is...
I kept watching Jackass hoping that Steve-O would finally die in one of the episodes. Yeah. I thought they would just put that on air on a random Thursday episode.
Maybe that's the problem with Evel Knievel looking back on it was cool when you had to be a professional with lots of money and training to do this kind of shit. But now it's every fucking asshole on YouTube is hey, watch me parkour between these 2 tall buildings, and they fall on their face or something.
Yeah. Just some fucking electrician on the weekend jumping 30 buses. Again? God damn it.
I can't get through a single page of YouTube results without seeing some janitor parachute off of a space shuttle. Never ends.
All right.
Could you guys do what you think? You think if we did enough training, we could come up with our own stunt? Yeah, you could do it. Parachute off the space shuttle. You heard the name.
So you had to jump. Yeah. Right? They stick you on a motorcycle.
I can't even run a motorcycle.
Forced to try to jump
go around the block.
Forced to move 3 inches without falling over.
Forced to jump 30 buses. Would you even make it down the ramp?
No. They would have to strap my feet and hands to it and be one of those marionette things where I'm just getting hurtled down a ramp dead weight and just seeing how far they could throw a motorcycle.
I think I would want to be wrapped in an entire Bubble Boy style bubble. If I was going to do something like that.
How about you, Novak? What do you think?
I'm wondering if I can't operate a motorcycle. Obviously I can't, but I'm guessing it's not the first.
I mean, you know how to ride a bike. It's basically the same thing, right?
You're I can't, so I'm gonna fling sideways. But I'm not even gonna get enough velocity. I feel like I'll just roll to the like apex of the ramp and just like tip off the end of it.
Flip over, land on the first Buick, just lay there. That was anticlimactic, folks. Evel to normal. You just can't move over.
I don't think I could do it. Like one time I tried to ride a Segway at Disney World, and like even that was like really hard for me. I was almost falling over in the showroom at Epcot Center, wherever it
was. Plowing into kids and mascots.
Can he jump 20 figments? He's just like flying through the air.
I'm like rolling the Segway off the top of that giant globe thing at Epcot.
Spaceship Earth.
It's off Spaceship Earth, face plant right into the cement. What an amazing stunt, folks! He slowly segued off the top of Spaceship Earth.
There was your brother performed a stunt for us, Chad.
Wild stunt, yeah. David with the wild stunt here. So we talked a few weeks back about fart jars.
Sure did.
We spent probably far too long talking about fart jars, but one of the things that we brought up in that episode was like, would the smell of the fart actually, travel, or would you just be opening an empty jar and not even be able to tell? So my brother decided to put that to the test, apparently. So he mailed me a package with some snacks in it. That we'll be trying in a few weeks. But also, I didn't know he was doing this. I just opened up the box. The box is filled with styrofoam peanuts, which is like a little unnecessary for like a couple pieces of beef jerky. But then I pull the beef jerky aside, and there's an empty glass jar in there, like a mason jar. And just on the top in pen, he's just written fart jar. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? He did include a note, though. I read you the note. It says, "It's not really a fart. I filled it with hickory smoke from my cocktail smoker." And then at the bottom it says, "Or did I?" So I guess he wanted me to open it and see if the smell retained or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I did, and it was like the strongest smell of smoke that like it really did smell like I was standing next to, like a smoker or a barbecue or something like that. Okay. So either it really was hickory smoke, or he has maybe he like smokes cigarettes out of his butt cheeks or something. I don't know. Uh-huh. But it did retain that smell. Now the question, of course, is a fart smell as strong smelling as smoke or as long lasting as smoke? I don't know about that. So we might have to repeat the experiment with real farts. What do you guys
think? Dave, if you could please send us a real fart.
Dave, remove the ambiguity. Fart in a fucking jar.
I want to see brown specks. And my wife she was like, "Why are you opening that?" Like she didn't think I should open it. She was like actually kind of convinced. She's like, "I'll bet he really did fart in that." And I'm like, "Look at the note. Like he's clearly joking." She's like, "I know your brother. I think he farted in it."
Also, if you see brown specks, Chad, that means he shat in a jar. That's not him farting. The fart doesn't float around with brown particles
be a shart,
visibly. I guess.
What is a shart but a fart with brown specks? As the kids say. As Aristotle once said.
Okay, I've looked up Evel's greatest stunts.
How many of them involve fart jars?
It says in the very first one, 1965, he was a struggling motorcycle repair shop worker. Mm-hmm. And he just put on this show for his friends. And he promoted the event himself, like rented a little venue. And it says, after warming up the small crowd with a few wheelies, he proceeded to jump over a 20-foot long box of rattlesnakes.
Jesus. Where do you get those rattlesnakes?
Yeah, first of all, why is a box of rattlesnakes 20 feet long? And second of all,
That's gotta
Why
be like
do you have
fucking
a
million
rattlesnakes?
Yeah.
It does not go into that. Why?
It's not like boa constrictors or some huge snakes. Like rattlesnakes are not that big.
A struggling motor shop owner who somehow was able to afford 800 rattlesnakes. Yeah, all right. Adds up.
You just had it was just fucking box of maracas that was shaking.
I mean, this was the 60s, right? You could just go down to your local corner store and buy rattlesnakes for $5 and dime or whatever.
Rattlesnakes cost a nickel.
2 bits, yeah.
2
bits for a 20-foot box of rattlesnakes here.
The most dangerous, his worst one is he tried to jump the fountain at Caesar's Palace.
Oh, sure.
He went tumbling from his bike, rolled over, head over heels, was in the hospital for 29 days, suffered a crushed pelvis, crushed femur, and went into a coma.
Okay. Worth it!
And then got right back
out. Is he dead? Or is he still...
I mean, from old age, not from a stunt.
Is he like 85-year-old Evel Knievel jumping his rascal over rattlesnake boxes?
I don't know. If he made it to 50, that's a fucking ripe old age for a stunt. Jumps, buses, and rattlesnakes.
But, I also, so how long... So he did what? 10 big stunts over his life? It's not like he had a stunt a week. What was he... Where did he... How did he make all the money? I mean,
Motorcycle shop.
Sure. Okay.
Well, as I mentioned, he was getting sponsored by Chuckles.
Chuckles just kept giving him money in the 9 years between him
do it again
breaking himself.
Didn't he have didn't he open an Amazon dropship shop for rattlesnakes? He was just selling rattlesnakes on the side.
They just strapped his comatose body to a motorcycle and flinged it over.
Taped a bunch of Chuckles in his hand.
You're breaching contract.
Watched Evel Knievel ragdoll the Grand Canyon. Weekend at Knievel's. They're just holding him through.
He's been dead for a decade and was still performing stunts.
And all the muscles from his face have decayed away, so his skeletal mouth and jaw are just moving up and down. It looks like he's laughing. They're like, see, he's chuckling. Brand synergy.
We'll put Evel Knievel in a lion cage and he won't move a muscle. Just is propping him up, staring at the lions.
All right, let's get eating some snacks.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about flinging Evel Knievel's corpse.
Now that we're gonna weekend at Bernie's Evel Knievel's corpse into a lion cage, let's eat some snacks.
3 snacks, 5-point scale. Love that, like that, indifferent to that, dislike that, and hate that. Let's start with the candy bar. So we got a Snickers Rockin' Nut Road, and it says that it has almonds, caramel, marshmallow flavored nougat, and dark chocolate. So it is broken into 2 pieces. I think there was some kind of a Snickers squared bar or something that reminded me that it's a similar size.
No, a lot of these alternate flavor Snickers come in 2 squares like this, right? Like the peanut butter Snickers and stuff like that. It's 2 fun sizes side by side, and I don't understand why they do that.
Is this supposed to be like a Rocky Road type of deal?
It's supposed to be like a Rockin' Nut Road.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Evel Knievel jumped over Rockin' Nut Road?
Here it comes, yeah.
Just months after his funeral.
Remember when they went to Evel Knievel's gravesite, dug up his bones so that they could catapult them across the Mississippi? Remember that?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not making this up. I think his son does stuff. His son became
Robbie
a stunt
Knievel.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's he do?
So I'm I think he props his dad up and throws him over the river.
I think he jumps out of space shuttles and uses his dad's old skin as a parachute. Something like that.
Goo. A parachute from a space shuttle?
How are you going to get down?
How far up in the air do you think people are parachuting? From Mars?
No, remember there was like that guy that that parachuted, I don't know, maybe what was it, like 2015, 2016? He like jumped out of that like that spaceship that had like just gone in out of the atmosphere. Do you remember this guy? And, like, no. GoPro sponsored him and stuff, so there was like he had like a helmet, cameras mounted on his helmet, and he got high enough in the thing that you could like very clearly see the flatness of the Earth, because the Earth is flat.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Sponsored by QAnon.
Kyrie Knievel over here.
but he like jumped out and then like free fell for, I don't know, like 5 miles or something before opening his parachute.
Landed on the TV set where they filmed the moon landing.
Mm-hmm.
That's nothing. Evel did that and didn't open his parachute the entire time.
They threw Evel's corpse through the burn-out atmosphere, and he just landed in a heap of smoldering ash. Look at that stunt!
Robbie Knievel has performed over 200 stunts, 250 jumps, and has only broken 20 bones.
Only.
What a charmed life you've led, Robbie.
less than a bone a stunt, or whatever. Less than a bone every 10 stunts, I guess. That's pretty good.
He did jump 228 feet over the Grand Canyon.
I mean, he could have just easily lived off the Knievel Trust, but he decided to get out there and break his own pelvis 6 times. So,
is Evel Knievel's corpse what Elon Musk launched into space in a car? Do you remember? Do you remember when he did
through space? A Tesla.
His mind is actually what they use to drive Teslas independently. Teslas are suddenly just like veering off and jumping over the Grand Canyon with people in them. God damn it, Robbie. Or, I mean, Evel. Oh, fucking name.
God
damn it, Robbie. Why won't you die so we can do some real stunts?
We need a second brain. Is his real name Evel? What's his real name?
It's actually spelled Evel.
Right, I knew that, but I didn't know if that was just like a play on words or...
Evel Knievel real name.
What if his real name was like Stevel? Just took off 2 letters for some reason.
Robert Craig Knievel. So
Robbie Knievel. Yeah, there we go. Robbie Sr.
Chad's frozen. Oh, there you go.
He was just doing his Evel Knievel impression. Another famous stunt. Did this podcast while dead.
Let's welcome Evel Knievel.
Like that.
All right, what do you think?
Yeah, this isn't triggering my allergy, which is good. Even though, well, a little bit in the throat, but not too bad.
So it is triggering your allergy.
Yeah, well, it just hit me. I ate the second one.
Yeah. You did. Look at this stunt. You're going to eat some almonds on the pod.
I will eat so much lactose I get shot over 20 BMWs. My fucking fountain is shit. I think it's decent. It's too much. I mean, I know it's rockin' nut row, but it's too much nut for me. It throws off the consistency. I like dark chocolate and I like the marshmallow in here, although it doesn't seem to have a ton of flavor. Just a little too much nut. So I will say a very low. I still like it. It's a very low level like that for me. I was almost bordering on indifferent.
Chad?
I am also bordering on indifferent, but between indifferent and dislike. I don't know. The marshmallow in candy bars and stuff a lot of times just really doesn't work for me. This case, it's no exception. I don't think the marshmallow here is particularly great. The almonds are fine. I agree. There's maybe a little too much. Also, don't really dig the dark chocolate here. The milk chocolate is better. They took this classic Snickers bar, not to take the words out of Novak's mouth, and they fucked with it. They made basically every ingredient worse, right? Like almonds worse than peanut, marshmallow worse than nougat. The dark chocolate's worse than milk chocolate. But I still ate a whole square. It's fine. I'm going with a low level indifferent to that.
This doesn't. I don't think this fits the don't fuck with the classic scenario because it's too far from the original thing. It's like doesn't even remind me.
Yeah, it's like a different bar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than I thought for sure.
Yeah.
I think it has like a decent, some decent ratios there, and I'm a semi marshmallow fan. It's not amazing, but to me, it was pretty tasty. I'm going to give it a like that as well. So we got 2 likes and a different. I'm looking. So you thought Robbie Knievel broke 20 bones was a lot. Evel Knievel holds the Guinness World Record for most broken bones, and it's 433 broken bones. And then you go down to Google. People also ask. And apparently somebody said, how did Evel Knievel break so many bones?
I can't imagine why. What's the cause and effect behind that one?
All right, so let's go to the Evel sponsored Chuckles. If you haven't had Chuckles before, it's kind of an older candy. And I did get them from a store that sells old classic candies. And this has 5 flavors. They're like little jelly candies covered with sugar on the outside. It looks like cherry, lemon. It looks like licorice, though, in the picture.
It's not a grape?
I know, but is it? Look at the little candy pictures on the side.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Is it to me or is that a licorice picture?
It definitely is licorice. I hope that's not licorice.
No.
No, Chad, he's right. If you look at the side of the packet, it's got a cherry, a lemon, a piece of licorice, an orange, and a lime.
It is licorice. 100% it's licorice.
Licorice sucks.
Fuck.
Yeah, why not make it grape? Oh. It's purple looking.
I mean, this is older candy, like you said.
Mm-hmm, right.
I almost saved it for last because I thought it was going to be grape.
Are you just taking a small bite of each?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, small bite. Ooh, that's a lot of lemon. Fuck.
It's Chad's brand.
Yeah.
This will be fun to edit out all the mushy, chewy noises from this segment.
Have fun.
Man, these flavors are tough to do. I think if you blindfolded me, I would not accurately get these flavors.
Really?
I find them very weak.
I agree.
The orange one is very prominent to me.
All right, Chad, you're up first. What do you think of these things?
This is really tough because it suffers from something that happens with a lot of these fruit candies, or when you get a bag of something with many different flavors, where some of the flavors are going to be good and some of them are going to be bad. I do agree most of the flavors are not as strong as I would like. I actually think that the lemon is not as strong as I would like. But it still tastes pretty good. The cherry's pretty good. Then it kind of starts to fall off a little bit with the other flavors. And the licorice is straight up fucking nasty. That is dog shit, that licorice. I like the consistency of this. I like, the size and form factor. I think it's a good idea, but you got to get rid of that. That licorice should be 100% should be a grape. And you make that licorice a grape and you crank up the flavor just a little bit on some of these. And you could actually, I think, have a real winner here. But as it is, I think the licorice drags it down so much, I got to give him a dislike that.
At first I was like, oh, this lime one's not bad. Then I had the orange. By the end, I couldn't I couldn't tell what I was eating anymore. They all tasted exactly the same to me. And so I went back and I'm like, was the lime better? And no, I think I just like my taste buds were just sick of them by then. It's not, the flavor's not strong enough to taste very good. And the sugar's not helping it out any. I don't know. It's just, I don't like the consistency. Like, this is not a gummy consistency type of thing that I like. It's a popular type of candy, but I've never really liked it. I would not make a point to eat these. I'm going to give them a dislike that. Geiger?
I will say the aftertaste is really coming on poorly for these things.
I'm not going to beat around the bush. These things suck. They're not good at all. Chad, you were talking about like, it's tough because some are good or some are bad. All of them suck. So like, I think my problem maybe is that I'm guessing that the flavor is actually in the little sugar crystals or whatever. Because once you take 2 bites, like you hit like a couple of them, the lime and the lemon. Right away, I tasted lime and lemon. 2 chews in, it just tasted like the same generic sugar candy like the rest of them did.
Yeah,
I couldn't notice any other flavor. It evaporated immediately, which is why I think once that sugar like melts on your tongue, they all are just the same candy, it's just different color. And that candy, it doesn't taste very good. The aftertaste sucks. The licorice is horrible. I don't like the consistency. Nothing about this works. This is a hate that. I don't like these at all.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
2 dislikes and a hate. Snickers clearly out in the lead, but we have the newest Girl Scout cookie coming up after the segment. Geiger?
Mm-hmm. Real quick, though.
Yeah.
Bonus segment before we get started. I haven't had this segment in a while, but I just wanted to throw in here a little Chad's question of the week for you.
Yeah, here we go.
Geiger, this question is specifically for you. You kind of mentioned it earlier. But how does it feel to have Christopher Nolan make a 3-hour movie about what you do to your toilet? All right, moving on.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to let that sit for a sec. I was like, The Dark Knight? And then I realized you meant Oppenheimer. I'm like, I was like, okay.
Have you come up with that as we've been talking? Or
no, I came up with that like a week ago. I've been sitting on that bad boy.
You've had time to reconsider? All right. Well, folks, if you're still listening, we'll get to the segment, which, to be fair, is arguably less thought out than that joke. But guys, sometimes you just have to go with it. Our old standards. This week, it's Fuck, Marry, Kill. So
yeah,
we'll do some more trios of things for you to fuck. Well, people for you to fuck, marry, or
kill. Evil. Oh wait.
All right, it's Evel Knievel, Robbie Knievel, or Bernie from Weekend of Bernie's. No, all right. As always, we start with food mascots, food and drink this time around. So your choices are Lucky the Leprechaun from like Lucky Charms, right? Spuds McKenzie, the super cool dog from the old Budweiser commercials, and 7-Up Spot, the guy like the little circle with the sunglasses and the hands and the feet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So fuck, marry, kill, Spot, Spuds, or Lucky.
Who's going first here?
Chad, you can go first.
Okay. So Spuds is a real dog.
Yep.
Right? Like, not a cartoon or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I am not killing or fucking a real dog. Okay?
Like, just going forward, or?
So you're gonna marry.
So I will become betrothed to Spuds McKenzie. I mean, it seems like it'd be a cool time anyways, right? You could go to all the fun parties and stuff like that. And the other two was Lucky Charms, Lucky, and Spot.
From 7-Up, yeah.
Yeah, I will fuck Spot, nice and round, gonna fit in those holes nicely. And Lucky always kind of annoyed me, so I'll go ahead and kill Lucky.
What holes is he fitting in? Your urethra? Like, what hole are you looking for? You sounding with Spot?
My butthole.
Oh, okay.
So Spud's a real dog, right?
Yeah.
I am not marrying a real dog. Or maybe I am. I don't know. You can't. He was right. He is right. I feel bad about killing it, and the other because if I'm saying I kill the other things, then they're just like animation. So I'm still a good guy.
Yeah, real great guy. Super good guy.
I will. I think actually Chad had it right. I'm gonna fuck the Spot.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. Because I'm not fucking a leprechaun. Okay.
Spot's got those really fuckable sunglasses.
Oh,
right. They make a video game out of that thing.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. You guys saw that round thing in your face and got sprung.
Yeah, they made a video game. It's called Leisure Suit Larry. Spot goes around and beds women.
All right. Well, if you liked animated characters like Lucky the Leprechaun and Spot, you're in luck because that's what we got next. Disney characters. So your choices are Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, or Goofy. Fuck, marry, kill.
Gorsh!
Slow down, Chad. Gorsh!
Stop sounding me, Gorsh!
Oh, that's your dick! I don't know what Mickey would say.
That's your dick?
That's what people would say in sex. Is that your dick? Don't you guys get that?
Who's got a Donald?
Chad?
That's your dick!
Oh, God! Oh.
Gorsh, that's your dick.
Novak, you're up first here.
Okay. Goofy. I never liked Goofy. Like, as
Gorsh, you're a dick.
As an adult, I realize like Donald is a piece of shit. Like, I think I liked Donald as a kid. You get older and you're like, he's just an ornery fuck. Like, so I guess I'll probably kill him. Oh man, but being married to Mickey Mouse,
he seems obnoxious. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, he does.
I bet you he likes to get cucked. Like, he just seems like a real beta kind of dude.
I'm gonna sit in the corner and jack off while you bang Minnie.
Oh, that's your dick.
Oh, that's your dick. It's inside my wife.
Okay. We've successfully covered
it. Hey,
it.
Mick, would you narrate the cucking really? If you could.
Tell me everything that's going on.
I guess I'll marry Goofy and cuck Mickey Mouse.
It's not
cuck,
not
marry,
cuck,
kill.
marry, kill. You marry them, get cucked, and then kill them after in a fit of rage. Chad?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna fuck or kill a dog, so I guess I gotta marry Goofy.
You're really a big dog lover over here.
Don't be a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, boy. I mean, Mickey, you can grab on. I agree with Novak. You got to kill Donald. Mickey, you can grab onto those ears. That might be a little fun. But I guess Goofy's got some big ears too.
Yeah, I think Goofy's got better ears for grabbing. Actually,
yeah, his ears hang low.
Yeah.
Great ears for sex. That's what I've always said.
His ears hang low.
They wobble to and fro. I do feel like Mickey. So Mickey's the king, right? He's like the king of Disney or whatever. So he goes to all the coolest parties.
Okay.
in the Disney cart,
sure,
like he's the boss or whatever.
He's the face of the place. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he goes to all the coolest parties. So I think I'm going to marry Mickey. Again, I want to go to the cool parties. That's all I want to do. Yeah, and then I'll grab them low-hanging ears and give myself a little goofy ride.
Okay. Wait, so you both fucking do you both pick the same thing again?
No. I fucked Mickey.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. You fucked Mickey. All right, moving on.
And to clarify, why you give a shit? Put it in the spreadsheet.
Okay, gotta mark it down here. Novak will fuck Mickey. Hold on. That was low-hanging ears. Okay, got it. Okay. Famous food personalities. So you've got Emeril Lagasse, Gordon Ramsay, and Guy Fieri from Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. So fuck, marry, kill those three dipshits.
I gotta look up Emeril Lagasse. Forget what
Chad's classic tradition of figuring out how hot these guys are.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's like
He's not as popular anymore, but he was like an early.
He's pretty old now, isn't he?
He's 63. 63, yeah.
Oh, Ramsey's got to be like 60.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay. Oh, yeah, I got to look him up, too. He's 56.
Okay.
Oh, he's got some hair. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Is he the guy that's like, you suck at what you do or whatever? Is that him?
No, that was Robert Irvine.
That was Robert Irvine. Okay.
But right. Ramsay definitely does, like, he has like a bunch
famous
of
just for
shows.
Shouting at people. Yeah.
He like screams at people like, "You're a fucking moron."
Guy
this
Fieri.
is not my dog's dinner.
You're a fucking
okay, you know what I'm saying?
He just takes him outside the restaurant and he goes,
piece of shit.
He goes, "Hey, look at your dick. There it is. There's your dick."
No, but he does the Hell's Kitchen where he like berates the people, and he also does the Kitchen Confidential where he berates people.
All right.
Guy Fieri,
Gosh, this chicken is raw.
Guy Fieri's like, "Your dick is the bomb.com." He says all that kind of dumb shit.
Yeah, okay. I know that Guy Fieri... Guy Fieri is popular. Like, I feel like he's sort of had a resurgence, right? Like, people like him because, like, you know, he did some, like, nice charitable shit during COVID for restaurant workers or something like that. I don't care. I've always thought he's a huge fucking douche, right? He looks like a goddamn chode. And
well then,
so much for your charitable act.
And I mean, I never liked the guy. So.
Guy Fieri's community outreach can lick my fucking taint.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to receive this community outreach, but you look like a goddamn walking chode.
a rocky nut chode.
Yeah, I haven't watched his show much, but like there used to be a burger place not too far from my house in San Francisco called Joe's Cable Car. They closed down maybe like, I don't know, 7-8 years ago. But they were on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives one time. And whenever I would go into that burger place, they had it playing on infinite repeat on the TVs in there. And that was I think that's the only episode I've ever seen, and all I could think about was what a fucking chode he was. So I will kill Fieri.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Then the other two straight. I mean, Emerald, you know, Bam or whatever is a little annoying. But other than that, he kind of seems he's probably like, you know, the most like mild mannered. Maybe he's like the best chef of these three, so he cook you some good meals and stuff. I think I'm gonna marry him. And then, I think, Gordon, I wouldn't want him, like, berating me all the time. But I think, like, for a night, I'll take that beratement. So, I'll fuck him.
Gordon Ramsay's definitely the most, like, in shape of the guys.
Yeah. And he's got some real good hair for grabbing.
Oh. I thought for some reason, like, you were mid-sentence. In my mind,
I think I know what you're going to say.
Tell me if you also thought he was going to say cum gutter.
Yes! I absolutely thought he was going to say cum gutter.
And instead I said hair.
It's probably better for you.
I agree. You gotta kill a guy. Ramsey's
Gordon Ramsay cum gutters. I'm Googling it.
Ramsey goes around traveling the world for shows and things like that. I think he may have a slightly more interesting marriage. So I'm just gonna fuck Emerald. He's gonna yell "Bam," and so that what is that? All three? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Wait, who'd I kill? Oh yeah.
Wait, who did you kill? Sorry,
Fury.
Yeah. Oh, you killed Fury. Yeah, I googled Gordon Ramsay cum gutters, and the first the first result is a YouTube video called "Gordon Ramsay stunned at sperm covered mattress." So,
what the fuck? Gordon Ramsay shows up in forensic files? Oh, okay.
Gordon slept on a mattress unaware of what lay underneath him. Then out came the blue light.
The first 48, guest starring Gordon Ramsay. Wow. This fucking serial killer was a pile of dog shit. All right, moving on. Okay. This is a game we're all very... we have a text string about this right now. The old Legend of Zelda, right? Mm-hmm. So the three classic Triforce, if you will, of the Legend of Zelda. You've got Link, Princess Zelda, and Ganondorf. I think this one might be a little easier for you guys, but I'll let you ride with it. So, Chad, Novak, you're up.
Novak's up.
Yeah.
Power, wisdom, and courage.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Chad's gonna tell me some reason why he's not gonna kill Ganon. I'll leave that to him. Okay, maybe because of Ganon's cum gutters or something. I don't know.
Ganondorf's a real zaddy.
I mean, he kind
of is. Here it is always the problem with fuck, marry, kill is that if you're agreeing to marry someone, right. Doesn't that imply you will be fucking them?
That's what I keep saying, yeah. But it's in a more loving, romantic way. You can have a sexless marriage. I guess people have that.
Yeah. Right? Okay, I got rid of power. No. Let's go for wisdom and courage. Look, Link is kind of he's a little basic, right? He's
never talks, so,
right? Never talks.
For a marriage.
Short.
For like half of the games that I played as him, he was named Nick.
That makes it a little weird to fuck him.
Yeah,
I feel a little connected to him. So I think he wouldn't be very interesting to keep around for a marriage. So I'm going to marry Princess Zelda, and then I'm going to fuck him.
Chad.
All right.
Tell us why you want to fuck Ganon.
I don't want to fuck Ganon. I don't want to fuck Ganon. I think that would be rough.
You want to marry him?
I think fucking Ganon would be a little rough and tumble. I agree. I agree that Link. There's not much to Link. You know, he's sort of an empty canvas, if you will. But also like get that fucking green tunic out of here. You know, get some new outfits. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill Link. Then. I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, Zelda is probably the hottest Nintendo princess, right? Like, she's definitely way hotter than Princess Peach. I don't know, Daisy's up there. But it's probably between Daisy and Zelda. But, so, I'm going to go ahead.
This is a much different podcast.
You're giving more information than you need to.
I was never really into Toadette, if I'm being honest. Like, you know, take or leave Toadette. Who's what's the one from Mario Galaxy, Rosaline or something? She's pass on her. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck Zelda. I'm gonna marry Ganondorf. You know why? He goes to all the coolest parties.
Is he locked away for thousands of years? What parties?
I know. Now he's out. He's free. Oh. He's got to hit up all the parties. There's goblins everywhere, like pouring drinks and stuff.
He's literally only like the only Gerudo man, right? Like,
I know. You know he's getting it done.
Oh yeah. All those ladies out in the desert, they know what's up. All right. Okay, two more. Next category. We've got brown puppets. So
what?
Yeah, we'll get there. So, first one is Rolf.
I think I know what one of these is going to be.
Rolf from the Muppets, the dog, right? The piano-playing dog. Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street, kind of half elephant. And the third one is famous 80s sitcom star Alf. So, fuck Mary
I swear
Kill,
number 2 was
Rolf.
going to be Fozzie. I thought you were going to go Fozzie Bear.
No, I didn't. I might have done Fozzie in the past, actually. I'm not sure.
All right. Rolf.
I think it is Chad. Rolf, Snuffleupagus, or Alf.
I can't kill or fuck Rolf because he's a dog. So... All right, get this out of the way. Kill Alf. Alf, no good. I think I'm gonna fuck Rolf, and here's why.
Tell us why.
He plays the piano, right? I think he's gonna really like serenade you over the course of the night. You've got one night together, right? He's gonna be like he's gonna be like treating you right. He's gonna be like playing, all your favorite hits while he tries to, wine and dine you or whatever. Plus, great ears for grabbing.
And then he wanders over with his fucking dog dick and has sex with you. Yeah, pretty romantic when you think about it that way.
Yeah. And I'd say like, oh, there's your dog dick. And the Snuffleupagus, like, I mean, you've got mode of transportation. Anytime you want.
Wow.
For the rest of your life, you can just ride Snuffleupagus to the grocery store or whatever.
Yeah, as long as you had a calendar month to get somewhere, you can ride Snuffleupagus everywhere. Oh, hey, I got a dentist appointment in a week. We should probably get going, Snuffy.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Chad? Or Novak?
Chad, let's hear it again.
All right. I'm gonna fuck the dog.
I think you got to kill Snuffleupagus. He's there's no benefit to any other part of Snuffy, right? I guess there's 2 people in that costume. Right, so if you're interested in a 3-way,
one extra soul on your head if you're killing him.
But he's not that interesting, and transportation actually is a downfall because he can't fit in any. You got to get a fucking trailer to haul him around. So I'm gonna kill Snuffy, but I should have killed Alf.
No, you shouldn't.
See?
Doesn't Alf seem so
I think
hot
I'm going
right
to
now?
marry Rolf for his music abilities. Right?
Gonna serenade and wine and dine you every night.
Yeah.
I should have learned to play piano.
He wanders over with his dog dick.
And then he's gonna go jack his dog dick off in the corner while someone else fucks you.
At that moment, I realized he was just a fucking dog.
And then I'm going to let Alf play with my willy.
Nice. All right. Okay. Last one. As is tradition with these, for the last category, I ask my wife and my 2 children for a celebrity. And the only rule this time
I
is
picked
that,
Alf.
Yeah, the only rule this time is that my wife could not pick Ryan Reynolds, which I realized we have done 2 separate times. And my son could not pick Aaron Rodgers because he picked him like 3 times. So here we go. My wife chose Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones. My son chose Chris Pratt from the Marvel movies because that's pretty much all the celebrities he knows. And my daughter predictably chose Taylor Swift, the musician. So who she's now a very big fan of. So Mick Jagger, Chris Pratt, Taylor Swift, Novak. No dog dicks to worry about in there. What do you think?
No. All right. Here's a little fact about Jagger. He's
yeah,
he's 80. 80 years old. And I swear to God, I think he's got
mouth.
like.
Yeah, he looks more like a Muppet than Rolf.
That mouth hangs pretty low. That's all I'm saying.
And I feel like he's got like very young children.
Yes,
he has a 6-year-old. He's an 8-year-old man
fucking
with a 6-year-old, which
disgusting.
means he fucks.
Or at the very least, he can come into a cup. One of the 2.
Right.
Right. And that mouth too. So
he can come right into your gutters.
Yeah, there's so many reasons here that I want to paint it black. I'm gonna fuck Mick Jagger. And the other it's Taylor Swift and
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt from The Office or from the Parks and Rec and the Marvel movies.
I'm very vocal about not liking Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. I have teenage girls, and I regularly threaten them with listening to Taylor Swift.
They They don't like Taylor Swift, or they do?
Not really. It's like half. Like some of their friends do, but we share an Amazon Music account, and when I see a Taylor Swift song in there, I'm like, "Which one of you listened to it?" All right, you're not getting allowance this week. So I have no choice. I'm gonna have to kill Taylor Swift, and Chris Pratt has got cum gutters for days. I'm gonna marry Chris Pratt.
Okay. Chad?
This might be this is one of the harder ones I think that you've ever done, because all three of those people are kind of off-putting to me for different reasons. Mick Jagger, because he looks like fucking Crypt Keeper, basically, at this point. Chris Pratt I actually used to really, really like when he was on Parks and Rec. And even like when he started as a movie star, like Lego Movie and stuff is pretty good. Mm-hmm. I've kind of got a little Pratt overload. Like I don't particularly like his character in the Marvel movies. And and those Jurassic Park movies are truly awful. And then I hate how he's like in everything. You know what I mean? Like he's like Mario, which I got the Mario movie, the DVD, but I haven't watched it yet. Did you guys watch it? Any good?
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's fine.
How's
the Mario movie?
How's Luigi's cum gutters in it?
Disturbingly rendered. They were a lot of detail.
Yeah, I don't know. But Taylor Swift, man, wow. I mean, I'm glad people like her or whatever, and like props to her for sticking up to the music industry. I think I really don't know. I don't follow that shit. But her music really sucks, man. Oh fucking hell! All right, I'm gonna fuck Pratt because I mean he's hot and he's funny. He can be funny. Gonna kill Jagger because he's pretty much already dead anyways. So just usher that along, and I'm gonna go to all the coolest parties with Taylor Swift.
Chad's all about that access.
Mick Jagger, 8 kids with 5 different wives.
Man. Oh my God. I want to say one of the women that
whacker Jagger.
One of the women that gave him a kid, I think, just got pregnant by Al Pacino. Well, or like bore one of his children.
Here you go.
Yeah. Also, just got knocked up by Al Pacino, and he's also like 80. Fucking gross. No, it's she's been with Al Pacino's latest girlfriend has been with someone famous. I can't remember who it is.
Alf, I think.
It was Alf Pacino.
It was Rolf wandered over with his dog dick.
I'm pretty old. You want to have a kid with me? I'm like 130 in dog years.
Rolf impersonation much worse than Mickey Mouse.
I don't actually know what Rolf sounds like.
Hi there. There's my dog dick.
That's his real voice when he's not on camera. Hey, I'm playing the piano. Get over here and suck my dog dick.
Whoa, Jesus.
That's what happens when he's not on camera? He's a fucking
Right, you chose him because he was so alluring and seductive.
Yeah, what is not alluring and seductive about that impression I just did?
But being told to get over and suck a dog dick? Yeah, so Al Pacino's girlfriend, who is currently pregnant with him, was dating Mick Jagger when he was 74 and she was 22. Dated another billionaire, some guy, businessman. And then was rumored to be dating Clint Eastwood, who looks like he's been hit with a bag of nickels. Yeah. She has a thing for those old guys.
Fetish.
She's also seen dating Evel Knievel now.
So, would you say her favorite color pube is gray? Would that be fair to say?
I'd be fair, probably. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Which do you think it mostly is? Is her favorite color gray or green?
Yeah.
Or is it brown puppet?
Or brown puppet.
All right, let's eat the Girl Scout cookies. So I had read an article when I was looking up these Girl Scout cookies from March when these came out. And I guess there was like a low supply and people were putting them on eBay for like hundreds of dollars.
Whoa.
And people were buying them for some reason.
You should have just done that instead.
I know. I was like, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have opened this box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Raspberry Rally, and these come from...
It's red on the inside.
A good friend of mine and listener, Carolyn. Thank you for providing the cookies.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Thanks, Carolyn.
These look exactly like a Thin Mint on the outside. The inside is unnaturally pink.
It's basically like a raspberry flavored shortbread cookie covered in chocolate. No? Yes. No. Maybe so.
What are you grinning at, Geiger?
Stop smiling. Stop.
I'm just kidding. The cum gutters thing is still making me laugh.
You guys know me so well. I'm gonna marry both of you.
Thin, crispy cookies infused with raspberry flavor, dipped in chocolatey coating. That's all it says. And that's it. So this is the newest one. I think last year we did the Adventurefuls, which was new at the time then. Okay. Need a couple more. Raspberry is a weird flavor for a cookie. I don't think I've ever had a cookie like self-described raspberry cookie.
I've had cookies with like raspberry jam on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those.
Raspberry gets paired with chocolate more than most fruit, I feel like, right? It's raspberry and strawberry, really, are the two big ones.
I think the flavor is kind of accurate, probably no raspberry used in the making of this, but I think it's pretty accurate. It does have a raspberry taste to it.
Got a little bit of sourness or whatever, like a raspberry.
Yeah. They're not bad. It doesn't taste bad. But it's definitely not in the top group of Girl Scout cookies. When it comes time to order in the future, this won't be one I pick. To me, it's just a little too one note. Like I'm just tasting the raspberry. I think it actually even needs more chocolate. I think like when I eat a Thin Mint, I feel like I get like half the taste I'm getting is mint, half is chocolate, and this is just a lot of raspberry. Is what I taste. It's kind of overwhelming. They're fine. This is really for me a very solid indifferent to that. They do still have a chance because the Snickers had a couple of likes in an indifferent. Geiger, what say you?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't think they're bad. The cookie's fine, like the cookie itself. The chocolate is okay. The raspberry taste is okay. Like everything's just kind of like fine. It's right down the middle. I'm not big on the fruit and chocolate combo like some other people. Sometimes it's really worked. Like I keep coming back to that. I've never seen them again, but that Ocho bar we had that one time I really liked. But other than that, it's almost like not tart enough to really make it. It's just kind of generically fruit flavored to me. You can kind of taste raspberry. I don't think it's not like some of these fruit candies or fruit snacks rather that you just taste like generically sweet. I guess I'm just going to go indifferent. It's just right down the middle. It's okay. It's not bad at all. I wouldn't pay $100 for a box or whatever.
$90.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so it does still have a chance if Chad loves these. And he is a Girl Scout cookie fan. We know that. So, Chad, what do you think?
Am I Girl Scout cookie fan?
I don't know. Did you fucking say you had like 40 boxes in your freezer at one time or something?
Oh, well, that was more on account of my wife. Than she like kept buying Thin Mint boxes and throwing them in the freezer, and then like forgetting about them, and then it'd be like 2 years later, I'd be like, hey, how about these 4 boxes of Thin Mints?
So you get cucked by Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah, the Girl Scout cookies. Wait, what's cucking? I'm jacking off while she's eating the... Anyway, so this year, I only bought...
on the Girl Scout cookie. Let's finish that sentence, please.
Girl Scout cookie. This year, we limited ourselves to basically just 1 box of tag-alongs was all we got this year. I actually was going to say that this is kind of the epitome of the Girl Scout cookie, which is that it's like most of the cookies are just like, they're just basic cookies. You know what I mean? Like they're designed to appeal to like the broad, shitty palate of the American public. And like, like most of them are just sort of bland in a lot of ways. And this is kind of like that too, where it's just not really super high quality. There's not enough chocolate. The raspberry is like very artificially kind of tasting. It's just kind of like a standard cookie, that's like, all right, I just ate that cookie, that's sort of your reaction afterwards. So I agree that these are sort of like right there in the middle of that road. They're not something I would ever buy again. And I would definitely not pay any more than $93 for a box of these.
Yeah,
so I will give them an indifferent to that.
All right. Snickers Rockin' Nut Road is the winner today. Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
If you've ever been serenaded by a particularly sexy dog, if you've if you're one of the many people that have hooked up with Mick Jagger, if you... we're really into Evel Knievel growing up, or now, or Robbie Knievel, or if you yourself
now,
if you're an Evel Knievel nut job, or if you like hurling yourself across the Grand Canyon as well, or other places like parachuting from space, or whatever. You can reach out to us at youtrydat@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you
and other stunts,
and other
or the biggest stunt of all. Banging Minnie while Mickey watches. The biggest stunt.
Hearing that kind of stunt. While Goofy goes, gosh, there's a dick in the background. You can, youtrydat@gmail.com. We're on Twitter, # You Tried That. Facebook group, You Tried That. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. Let us know what you think about our ratings. Let us know what you think about the snacks that we tried. Suggest some new snacks. Suggest questions for the mailbag. Do whatever you like. But if you do like the podcast, we'd love it if you could let your friends and family know. And as always, thanks for listening.
All right. Top 10 daredevils of all time. Could you name any of them?
Daredevil from like Marvel?
Like Andy Samberg and Hot Rod?
Yeah.
Number 10's Jed Corliss. He's a base jumper. Number 9, Larry Walters. Is this some guy? They made a movie about a guy who like put balloons on his lawn chair and like it carried him up 10,000 feet into the sky. Like it was a real thing.
Okay.
Wait, Up's not real?
Eddie Kidd is number 8. He's a stunt rider. Annie Edson Taylor is the lady who went over Niagara Falls in a barrel.
Yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah. I've heard
Robbie
of that.
Knievel's only 6.
Oh, wow. Robbie.
Charles Blondin.
Break some more bones.
Charles Blondin's the funniest looking one because he they show these stunts and they're so fucking old timey and like
Blondin
riding a bike with a giant wheel at the front.
This dude looks hilarious.
He looks like a president.
He's like, one of them is he's just got a guy riding him piggyback while he's holding a tightrope bar. And the guy in the piggyback looks like he's like from the 1860s with like a top hat.
He died in 1897. This guy from the top 10 still? Nothing's been top since then?
Yeah, look at this shit. He survived the Great War.
Look at this shit. I bet. You know who I bet is on that list is who's the guy that walked? Didn't someone like walk a tightrope between like the Twin Towers or something like that, or whatever? Or not the Twin Towers, but like in New York somewhere.
No, he did. No.
I'm not making that
Man
up.
on Wire or something.
Right.
Oh,
where he did.
Number 4 is the human spider. He climbed up the wall and made like a spectacle. 3
made a spectacle.
Yeah, there's a tightrope guy.
Fought the Green Goblin.
Peter Parker. Okay, here's number 3. Philip Pettit.
Okay,
he's the guy who did the tightroping.
Yeah, never
number
forget
3.
him.
A little guy named Harry Houdini.
Oh, 3.
Mm-hmm.
3.
No, he's 2.
Oh,
Pettit was 3.
Okay,
then jumped way up to Houdini.
Number 1. Yeah.
Yes, you know, still performing decades after his death.
And number 1, Alf. For some reason,
Evel Knievel's
not on this list.
Yeah. Frank and Knievel.
Charles Blondin.
I thought
who carried a man piggyback for.
I thought Houdini was more considered like a magician, I guess, versus like a.
I think he did real stunt. In fact, I could be wrong about this, but I thought I read that he died because he used to do this thing where he'd let anybody in the audience could come up and punch him in the stomach. Yeah, and he wasn't prepared properly, and the guy jacked him, and it like ruined his internal organs.
Anyone in the audience can come punch him in the stomach. That's the act.
Line up. All 400 of you, come give me a whack in the gut.
There's a picture in these image search results for Charles Blondin, where he's walking a tightrope like across a chasm or something, but like he's walking away from the camera, and he has some kind of like wheelbarrow structure in front of him, it looks like it's attached to his dick.
It does look like that, yeah. It does.
He's like, I'm balancing this barrel with my dick as I go across the tightrope.
Dick barrel must have been mind-blowing in 1800s.
It's a lot of wheelbarrow stuff. There's all kinds of pictures of him with the wheelbarrows.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to do Dick Barrow, you should at least be number 5 on the list for Dick Barrow.
He's sitting, he has a table on top of a tightrope. He's sitting at a seat and a table, and there's a glass of wine. He's like eating dinner on the tightrope.
Another one, he's got like an old timey camera, and he's taking a picture where he's got like the hood over his head and stuff on the tightrope. It's like, you gotta get out of the sun.
There's this other one where he's fucking Mickey Mouse right in front of, or Minnie Mouse right in front of Mickey. He's cocking her on the tightrope.
I'm gonna flip around and show this one because this one looks fucking hilarious.
This will be great for the listeners. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
The guy's riding his back with a rifle.
A guy on his shoulders has a rifle. Like
he's giving a guy a piggyback ride home right after that's John Wilkes Booth. He just left the theater.
He was the original Snuffleupagus, the perfect form of transportation.
Oh, there's this other one here where he's on a tightrope, and because he's like really old, and there's this woman she's just dumped Al Pacino, and she's coming on the tightrope.
He carried soldiers on the front lines in the Great War. Piggyback.
Oh yeah, he used his tight ropes to cross the trenches in World War I or whatever.
Had a gun in each hand, and then was like still carrying stuff to soldiers with his wheelbarrow dick.
Can you imagine the epic cum gutters of a wheelbarrow carrying man? That is so cool.
Got a wheelbarrow full of like hand grenades and first aid kits.
Yeah, they put those in the same bucket. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He was in World War One. He was in World War One with just 2 fucking like automatic assault rifles and grenades.
He's rummage around in that bin for some first aid supplies. Mind the grenades.
Mind my balls.
Do you think he had plastique, Chad?
One of my favorites.
All right. Well, we better that'll do it for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new snacks.
Just.
Yep.
What if I told you Evel Knievel was about that action? 1967, he jumped 150 feet over the iconic Caesar's Palace fountain, fracturing his skull, skidding 14 feet across the pavement, crashing head-on into a brick wall. He was knocked unconscious and hospitalized for 29 days. Oh my God, he X Games mode. Just a month later, he jumped over a pile of 52 wrecked cars, death right in the eyes, and said, "Fuck it, I'm on." He kidnapped the woman who became his wife twice. Never give up, never surrender. He jumped 19 cars in a single row, 14 Greyhound buses, in a cage full of flies. His brother injected a 6-pack of Monster Energy into his veins. Once broke his collarbone trying to jump over an aquarium filled with man-eating sharks. Where the fuck did he find a shark? He cleared 13 double-decker buses in a single jump. Lost control, walked out the stadium with a shattered pelvis. No pain, no gain. Stupid. He strapped himself onto a giant rocket at 350 miles per hour. Fly across a 2,000-foot wide canyon off a 150-foot brick. Eddie, chill. You ain't Buzz Lightyear. He owns a Guinness World Record for most bones broken in a lifetime at over 400. He's an icon in the ICU.